All right, Gubs.
How's it going, man?
How you feeling?
Living the dream, man. 100%.
Yeah, man. You're pretty new to the area. You've been in Austin for 6 months or
6
so.
months. Yeah,
Yeah,
6 months. I moved here in November 6th, so everything is kind of new for me here. And overall in the US, I've been only like a year because before that I lived in Pennsylvania. So
Okay. Yeah. So for anybody that doesn't know you, why don't you give us a little rundown? When did you start arm wrestling? How old were you when you started? How old are you now? Any significant achievements that you've had already in arm wrestling?
that's a very good question. As far as I remember, I started at the age of like 13. I was training in the same gym as Andriy Pushkar. Everybody know who he is.
Yeah.
And when I saw him first time, and I was like, this guy is huge. He's probably some kind of bodybuilder.
Yeah.
100% some kind of bodybuilder, but I didn't shake his hand. I didn't know who he is or any of this sort. And a couple of weeks after that, my mom approaches me and shows me the picture of Andrei Pushkar and tells me that guy died.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, fuck, who's that?
Yeah.
I started reading about him, started watching all these videos, realized he was arm wrestler, not a bodybuilder, and that's essentially how I got into sport. I went to the closest cafes, closest bars, started pulling with guys, and even though I was like at that time probably like 60 kilos, which is about 130 pounds, I was still beating guys who were like twice my size. So I figured, well, I probably have some kind of, predisposition for this.
Yes.
And then I went to the gym one more time, started pulling with guys who were like trained by Andrei Pushkar.
Yeah.
I remember that guy because I'm kind of arrogant in the sport and I have a huge ego and all that. So I saw him first time. I'm like, man, I am going to destroy you. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how strong he is and how strong you can be in arm wrestling at all. I didn't know that.
100%.
So I started pulling with him. He literally just demolished me. He was making fun. He was laughing and telling me, "Yeah, maybe if you're gonna be doing this for a while, you might have some chances." And I'm like, "Bro, you really don't understand how strong I am." So after this, I started training month after month, started gaining strength and everything. And my first year, I honestly lost my first Ukrainian championship. But then my second one, I won. Then I won a European championship. And then I got to the world championship. On my left hand, I lost. But on my right hand, I got to the second place in the world. It was junior category, 65 kilos, which is 142 pounds, roughly. So that's essentially my story with most of the accomplishments that I got. Yeah, that's how I got into arm wrestling.
Man, that's really cool. And that's pretty different, compared to a lot of people here in the States. Most people don't start at that age, which I think maybe gives you a little bit of an edge. Yeah, an advantage, an edge coming into this. But that's really cool. How old are you now? So you started when you were 13. How old are you now?
I'm 20 right now.
20 right now. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just roughly like 7 years since 2018, something like that.
Cool. So this event's a little bit different, right? So this is a flash pin trials, triple elimination bracket. And you got some killers in there. So you got Iskandar, Jake Fussell. Is it Nathan Williamson? I'm saying that right, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All very strong guys. How do you see it going down?
I'll do my best. I always, anytime I'm going to competition, I'm doing my best no matter what. Guys can be stronger, guys can be weaker. It doesn't really matter. I don't care who I'm against. I'm just gonna put 100% effort in, and we'll see how it goes. That's my vision.
Yeah. A lot of guys are talking, and I think it's just kind of set up this way, but a lot of guys are talking that there's going to be endurance is going to be a factor. And where do you feel your endurance is? You feel like you're going to be able to keep up with that?
My endurance, honestly, is not the best just because the way everything works in Europe, we have like brackets and there's nothing like king of the table or a couple rounds. You just go there when they say your name, you flash pin somebody, then you have a couple of minutes to recover, flash pin, flash pin, flash pin, flash pin, you are in the final and you won.
Yeah.
Here is completely different because I don't have that much time. So it's kind of new system for me. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I can't say much here.
Yeah. One of the things that took a lot of people by surprise on the last one, Flashman 2, was that it was talked about frequently, but it's the set grip. The set grip. So there's no gripping up with your opponent. It's the ref sets you up. It's a ref's grip from the start. And you're looking at me like, oh, wasn't aware of that. So I'm glad I'm glad I'm telling you now. But yeah, it's a set, and some people really like it, some people don't.
So it's essentially a ref's grip right away without anything.
Exactly, and the cadence is, it's not ready, go. He will set you, the ref's getting you ready, and it's just go. Okay. So there's no ready. So the ref gets you ready. When the ref gets you ready, I believe you'll have to maybe look into it, but it's not a ready go, it's go. And so it's it took some people by surprise when they were talking about it on the last one. And so it's an interesting format. You're able to move through it. You have a really good head ref that will be doing this for you. It's fun. It's different though. Definitely different.
It's different. It's as far as I remember, it's very similar to the system that they had in WAL, right? When they
kind of. Yes. Yeah, kind of. Yep. It's if you watch the second one, you'll be able to see it. If you watch Flashman 2, it's up on YouTube. You'll be able to see how it's done. I think they talk about it. They'll talk to you about it at the event when you have the rules meeting. They'll get all the athletes together, walk you through it. We'll have somebody on the table that will show you exactly how it's going to go down, but also good to know it now so that you can
100%. I have to be prepared for that because it's completely different. Nothing like in Europe, because I honestly, first couple of years when you're training in arm wrestling, you really don't care about referee's grip because it's so rare to get there. Because in Europe, everybody's training, everybody's like very respectful. We don't scream, we don't do any of this yelling. We're just very respectful. Go to the table without any words, put our arms, and go. That's it.
And I think it's different here, right? Yeah, it's different. And so, the idea about this, the ref grip, the set grip, in this is to get that out of the way. This is the answer. To get that out of the way, we keep it. It's going to be fair. The ref will set you, go, and when everybody tries it, and it seems like it's pretty well liked by the athletes. So I'm sure that based on how you do it in Europe, you'll like it too.
It's essentially just eliminates all this fluff with like gripping and all that. So I think for viewers' perspective, I think it will be much better because it just eliminates all this fluff and time just to get to the grip. So
exactly, and there's an argument to be made that it also saves on endurance as well. I mean,
that's nice.
Yeah, so a lot of endurance kind of goes into some of the gripping with some people. Like that. They bite down real hard and you have to get a grip with them and you're sitting there pulling. So yeah, man. So anyways, is there a guy that is on this card that you're looking at the closest? Anybody you're worried about the most?
I don't know. I know only Iskander. I've met him recently on when Devon Larat was coming to Austin. Pulled with him, extremely strong guy. And I know his weight is a little bit higher than 154, so he's going to be cutting. my weight is always exactly like 155, 156, 154. So I won't be cutting. It's kind of my weight,
Yeah.
which is kind of advantage and disadvantage, but at the same time, because if this guy is going to be preparing and will do very, very good preparations, it's a disadvantage for me because for example, anytime I'm going to like high level competitions, like European World Championship, I always cut my weight to 65 kilos or 142 pounds. Here I won't be cutting, and we'll see how it's gonna go.
Yeah, Iskandar, I'm thinking about it. I haven't got a chance to talk to him yet. I reached out to him. I'm hoping I'll get to, but there is not one person on your bracket that is any slouch. I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be awesome. Anything you want to say to your opponents before this weekend, man?
I know Iskandar is strong as hell. I know he's a hooker. He's from Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is or all people from that country tend to have huge biceps with very strong hook, and they jump into that hook with like very fast, very good technique. So we'll see what's going to happen there, and I'm pretty sure that's the way he won European Championship in 2021. And he just jumps into that hook very professionally and very fast. So all what I can say here is just good luck, guys. We'll see how it goes.
Gubs, thank you very much, sir.